Let's get to a topic that you brought up briefly. I know
Mhm.
nothing about.
Mhm.
Tell us why astrology is a can be a helpful tool for people after divorce.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, astrology is amazing. And so I have always been into it, kind of unknowingly, but I was always that kid. Like if I knew your birthday, I would like know it forever. Like I still remember people's birthday that I was in third grade with that I haven't seen in like 30 plus years. So I had always been just collecting these data points about astrology. But I would say it was like right before the pandemic hit that I decided to like really, really study. And I work with these like two fantastic astrologers, went through their schools and their lessons. And it's like reading your birth chart. It's like the original selfie. So it's like your birth chart looks like it's a circle with like 12 little triangles. It's like a pizza. And so you have all the zodiac signs, and then you have all the planets, and they're just arranged very haphazardly in your chart. But when you see that, it's like a little snap shot of the first breath that you took. And so that's your natal placement. And it's so important because, like, so your sun, most people know their sun sign. Like, I'm a Pisces, you told me you're a Pisces. Yay. But
Yes.
then there's your rising sign, which is very interesting to know because that is actually how you come across to people. That's how people experience you. So that's like the kind of the first impression that you make. So your sun is a Pisces, but your rising sign can be something different. There are some that are, rising and sun the same sign, but that is like, for lack of a better word, it's like the mask that you put on. So when you go
Mm.
out and people experience you and they meet you for the first time, that's the kind of vibe that you're giving off, your rising sign. And then what is really interesting to kind of maybe look back on after divorce and then moving forward is your moon sign. Because your moon sign is something that only someone really close to you would know, like someone you live with, family, ex, partner or whatever. But people that are really close to you. And this is how it's your emotional body, and how you like to be nurtured and how you give nurturance to other people. So this is something very, very personal. So knowing that, I think can be a big clue in going forward, just in how you feel safe and how you like to feel safe and how you kind of provide that love to other people is a really telling. And then also, I like the Saturn placement because Saturn can be a pain in the ass. But wherever you have Saturn in your chart, there are life lessons there, lessons to be learned. And if you don't learn them, they will keep coming back, and keep coming back until
Hmm.
you learn them. So I think that is, it's just for me, it's like a tool of self discovery, the birth chart. And so, when anything ends or if it, a divorce means that your marriage failed. So it's like feedback. You can really, really go back and you really are understanding, and, yourself so that when you're ready to date again, you can say maybe, oh, I can do this. This is me. I know this is me. And let's face
Hmm.
it, you're not going to change. You don't have to change. But if you know that this is how you are, you're going to be looking for someone that is compatible to that, so
Hmm.
that you'll maybe have less friction, less tension, in relationships. And this is for any relationship going forward. And then another thing for the dating piece is your Venus placement, because Venus is all about love and beauty and things that you value. So knowing that also is a big key to how you like to date, how you are in relationships. So knowing that is like, it's like, oh, this is how I am. I have my Venus in Aries. I'm like very quick to fall in love, quick to fall out of love. I like something fast. So it, so if you're seeing someone that has a slower sign, it is a compatibility, and you're like, that's not going to work for me. So it's like you don't have to waste time. I
Hmm.
already kind of know that this isn't working. So there's no, it's like, not next, you're not rude, but
Hmm.
this is what you're looking for. This is the going to have the best outcomes for you. So you don't have to waste time. You don't have to,
Hmm.
it's less decisions, one less decision that you have
Hmm.
to make. So those are just a few of the things that I look at in the chart that can help you, but it's just an excellent tool for self discovery. And when you
Hmm.
figure, yourself out, and then when you put yourself back out there, you have a better understanding of who you are and what you're looking for. And I think that's in this, dating situation that we're in now, I think that's very paramount to know, what you're looking for, what you need, how you feel safe and secure. and how you're looking to provide that safety and security for someone else. So I think it's, yeah, this is just little keys, little,
Hmm.
knowledge is power. So,
Yeah. Well, it sounds like even the things that you're discussing, I might not know what a Aries sign is like, but
yeah,
I know the qualities that I'm looking for.
yeah.
And I mean, I'm not necessarily going to rule somebody out. I don't know. Is that a thing where you'll be like, "Oh, Sagittarius, we'll never get along"? I hear that a
Yeah,
lot.
no, you do. And so there's so much. There's a whole subset of astrology called synastry, which just deals with looking at two people's charts and trying to put them together. So some people say, oh, I can't, like you said, I don't like Sagittarius. I can't deal with them. And I think that's just so like surface level because it all depends. It all depends like where their moon is, where their Venus is, where your sun. It's so much. So you can look at the whole chart of a person, and it also depends. The 12 signs or 12 houses, and each house represents a different part of your life, different area of your life. So it just depends on where these things are. I mean, you could say, normally I don't get along with this person, but it all depends on where their things are falling in their chart.
Hmm.
So yeah, I don't like to just write off blanket. Oh, I don't like Aries. I don't get along
Hmm.
with them because yeah,
Yeah.
it's so much deeper than that. It's so much deeper than that.
Well, it is important because I think we generally, once we're in something, we tend to stay in things that maybe aren't the best fit for us.
Yeah,
So anything that can help filter us through, it's easy when it's obvious this
yeah,
person's not for me. But when you're kind of unsure,
yeah.
usually you should be trusting your intuition. And it sounds like something like astrology could help even lead you to that place.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, and I think a lot of times we get into that after, when we're getting back out there dating again after divorce, and you're kind of second guessing yourself. You're like, oh, but, and then maybe you're like, oh, maybe this is my last chance for love. So you're maybe going to hold on to it, cling. But when
Hmm.
it's like, this is how I am, and that's fine. And I'm a fine person just like this. But I know this this type of person doesn't work for me in a relationship, in an intimate, relationship.
Hmm.
So you're not going to go after that. Or, people have a type. And I'm always like, well, how is that working out for you? Because
Hmm.
your type obviously hasn't worked out for you. So let's have a deeper look at that. And, everyone has a type, but it's not the type that you need to be looking for. So when you can shift and actually, because obviously there's a relationship house in your chart and a few other things, but when you can see the qualities that you're looking for based on the, that sign, then it makes it easier. I mean, it just astrology is just like it's just so I don't want to get too woo woo, but it's just information. So it's like if I know that I wear a size 9 shoe, I'm not going to buy a size 7 shoe because it doesn't fit, and it's never going to
Hmm.
fit. It doesn't fit, and it's never going to fit. And what's the point of trying to stuff my feet into a size 7? It doesn't fit.
Hmm.
So when you know those things about yourself, it just becomes very clear and very easy. Like you don't have to tolerate, you know, any bullshit because or not that the
Hmm.
other person's bullshit, but it's like this is not a fit for me. And so you can move
Hmm.
on. Like you said, you filter through much quicker. You're like, oh, this, yeah. And nothing's wrong with the other person. It's just this is who I am. And let's face it, at this day and age, we don't have time to waste. Like it's we're not making it work just to make it
Oh,
work.
yeah.
It's like we don't-
Absolutely. We probably already tried that once. So at
exactly.
this point,
And
we're
how did that
supposed to
work
do it
out?
better. Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. All right. Well, full circle. Nicole, this has been great. Tell people where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at a stylish exit. Also, my website is called astylishexit.com. Those are the two main places where I hang out on the interweb, so you can find me there.
Yeah, I checked out your site. It's very easy. I like it's just book a call with me.
Yeah,
That's like
it's
the goal.
easy. It's easy. I'm all about the ease and the flow. I want to make things as easy for you and as easy for me. Yeah, just
All right.
ease and
Well, I'm
flow.
gonna go. I might have to like throw out 80% of my closet and then give you a call because I could use some work now.
Well, before you do that, let's talk. Let's remember not 80%, but yeah, let's definitely
Yeah.
talk. But thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Nicole.
Okay, bye.